Hello everyone and welcome to ixamBee. You must have heard about the BCBF model. In this discussion, today we are telling you what is BCBF model, how it started, how it is helping in financial inclusion. If you have not subscribed to our channel till now, I request you to subscribe to the channel so that you get such videos. You must be enjoying the free mock test at ixamBee. And you are also sharing this message with your friends, family and other people, those who are preparing for competitive exam. So everyone gets the benefit of free mock test. Now just telling you the story or the reason for BCBF model, how it started. So first we need to understand that there is a huge lack of banking facilities, especially for the people those who have been living in rural areas. So BCBF model started in 2006 when RBI issued directions for business correspondent. BCBF is business correspondent, business facilitator. Please remember, sometime only the full form of BC and BF can be an exam question. Business facilitator, because many people, even people write also banking correspondent, but it is not banking correspondent. The correct word is business correspondent. There is a reason behind it. For using the word banking, bank, banking, banker, RBI license is required, because these people are authorized by banks to become their correspondent or their agent. So RBI has allowed the term business correspondent. Remember this, don't call it a banking correspondent, which don't only people call, they also write it, which is wrong. So this is business correspondent. So RBI allowed business correspondent in 2006. Need to understand that there is a problem of lack of financial inclusion in the country. So it was thought of that there shall be an agency approach. Agency approach means appointing agent, those who will work on behalf of the bank. Take for example in telecom sector. So it is not that Airtel or Vodafone has to open their shop, their branch everywhere. So they have given this prepaid SIMs and other devices to people, those who are selling in the market, and they are collecting your KYC document, working as an agent of Airtel. So similar kind of thing, because that time it was not allowed that if you have to open an account in the bank, you have to go to the bank only, or only bank staff can come to your house, your door, and they were allowed to open bank account, not anybody else. In 2005, it started with Khan Committee report, HR Khan. HR Khan was, that time he was executive director, or he was heading College of Agriculture Banking Pune, but later he was deputy governor to RBI. So he headed this committee, Khan Committee, and they studied similar model in Brazil, Philippines, and if you have heard about this M-Pesa in Kenya, I can make a video on that. It is a very good success story, M-Pesa in Kenya, and Gcash in Philippines. So based on all these successes, HR Khan Committee, they recommended for business correspondent, business facilitator model, that is bank can appoint agent to do banking business. I am coming to that, what is the difference between business correspondent and business facilitator. And after that, Rangarajan Committee in 2008, RC Rangarajan, you must have heard the name, Rangarajan Committee 2008, they also told about business correspondent model, but in 2006 RBI came with guidelines for allowing bank to appoint business facilitator and business correspondent. Now I am coming to explaining what is business correspondent, business facilitator, who are the entities allowed to become BC or BF. Before that, I need to tell you about this very timely course for Nabard phase 2. If you are preparing for Nabard phase 2 exam, this course is prepared by experts, those who are postgraduate in agriculture, and the English descriptive part is prepared by the expert faculty, those who have experience of teaching thousands of students, and also they have cleared these kind of exams, Nabard, RBI Grade B, SIDB, Bank PO. So you will get 120 plus videos, 2000 plus MCQs and more than 10 live classes. In this you have opportunity to interact with the faculty. For English descriptive paper, your essays and précis also will be checked and discussed in the live session. And I suggest you to give special importance to that because that is 50% of your phase 2 exam. Now coming to the activities which a business facilitator can do. So I told you there are two types of agent. One is business facilitator, another one is business correspondent. Major difference between BC and BF is business facilitator can do limited number of activities while business correspondent can also do transactions. Say for example, business facilitator BF, he can do identification of the borrower, collection of loan application, creating awareness about saving and other product, saving, loan, anything, processing and submission of application to bank, promotion of SHG, JLG, post sanction monitoring, follow up or recovery, financial literacy campaign. So all activities which does not require any transaction on behalf of the bank are done by business facilitator. And business facilitator can be NGO, farmers club, cooperative, it can be retired teacher, insurance agent, post offices, well functioning panchayat. So almost all kind of institution, and more names were given to the rural institutions. Retired teacher, retired postmasters, I think they were added later on. So they all can become business facilitator because here for bank the risk is not much, because ultimately the transactions are happening in bank. They are not able to open any account or they are not able to receive or give any money in case of business facilitator. But in case of business correspondent, the activities are more, and more important is disbursal of small value credit, recovery of interest or principal. So it can be like collection of EMIs or collection of deposit, sale of micro insurance, mutual fund product, pension product, other third party product, and receipt or payment can be small value remittances. So here you can see that business correspondent are allowed to deal in transactions and they are doing it on behalf of the bank. So here banks have more responsibility when they are appointing someone as their business correspondent. And here again the list of the entities is huge. I am not going to read it line by line because there also almost every entity is allowed. Initially NBFCs and for-profit companies registered under Company Act, they were not allowed, but RBI added these two entities later on. So right now you have nothing much to remember here, but if the question comes like NBFC is allowed to become BC, business correspondent, the answer is yes. A profit making company is allowed to become business correspondent, yes. A post office can become business correspondent. A non-profit company, section 25 company, they are called section 8 company now, or any NGO, any MFI, any individual kirana stores or SHG or PCO, these can be appointed as business correspondent. Now coming to the advantage of appointing business correspondent or business facilitator. So you understand that these were appointed for encouraging financial inclusion. So their reach to unreached were created, because for a bank it was not possible to open a branch in every nook and corner in every small village, but that reach can be created with the help of the agent, those who are working on behalf of the bank. That was the main reason for BCBF model. And it lowers the cost for the bank, because otherwise it is very costly to provide banking services everywhere. It provides doorstep banking, because those who are working as a BC or BF on behalf of the bank can visit the client at their doorstep. It improves the banking service for them. Illiterate people hesitate to come to bank, or the bank branch may be far away from their residence. BCBF can go to the workplace. So it provides doorstep banking, and it improves the customer service, better customer service. So you can list more, but these are the major advantage of BCBF. Now coming to the questions. Business facilitator is not allowed to do which of the following activity or activities? I think this is a very simple question. I told you that business facilitators are not allowed to do transactions. So here what can be the transaction? So meeting with the customer, that is definitely allowed. Collection of the loan application, this is also allowed. Recovery of the installment, will this be allowed for business facilitator? Because he is receiving money on behalf of the bank. Financial literacy work, this is again allowed. So answer is recovery of the installment is not allowed. Important thing you need to understand is, in case of BCBF, the entire responsibility lies with the bank. Any risk, any reputation, any loss to the customer, so bank is responsible because the agent is working on behalf of the bank. Next question is, BCBF have been introduced in India for enabling financial inclusion, increasing profitability of the bank, using better technology in banking, for increasing credit availability to MSME. So I think here also on first there is no doubt. On option 2, do you think that they were introduced to increase the profitability of the bank? There are many other ways to increase the profitability of the banks. So this is not using better technology. So bank have already been using better technology. They were already being in CBS. And whether you use BC or not, so anyhow the mobile banking is going to come. Means that time 2006 mobile banking was not really popular. So this is not the reason. And credit availability to MSME, it is not happening even from BCBF. So correct answer is enabling financial inclusion. So sometimes all such options will look you reasonable. Yes, because these are required. But this is not the reason that BCBF were introduced in India. Next question. BCBF model has been introduced in India on the recommendation of Raghuram Rajan. It shall be Raghuram Rajan. There is a typing mistake. Sorry for that. Raghuram Rajan Committee, HR Khan Committee, YB Reddy Committee, C Rangarajan Committee, Nachiket Moore Committee. So it is a straightforward question. You know the answer is HR Khan Committee. He proposed the BCBF model. Before the next question, I would like to tell you that you must be liking the best quality mock test of ixamBee, which are free, but we also need your help in making these tests available to other people, your friends or known ones who are preparing for competitive exams. Next question is, the transaction done by business correspondent shall be accounted in the bank's book latest by. So I told you that business correspondent is allowed to do transactions on behalf of the bank, but there shall be a time limit by which the transaction shall reflect on the bank's book. So what is that timeline? By the end of the day, or next day, or T+2 basis, T+3 basis, or there is no such guideline. Answer to this question you have to reply by commenting on the comment section. Continue your preparation. Hard work will definitely lead to success. Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe the ixamBee channel.